Sun setting here at Turner Field. Carlos Beltran will lead off for St. Louis. A reminder that Sunday on MLB Network, it's ALDS Game 2. See Cespedes and the Oakland A's battle Cabrera and the Detroit Tigers. Coverage Sunday begins at noon Eastern, only on MLB Network. Go to MLBnetwork.com for channel number. Our buddy Matt Maskersian and Jim Cott will be calling that game. And we want to send our condolences out to Pat Neshek and his wife Stephanie. They lost their one-day-old son, and he will try to go in that series as Beltran singles to right, and the first hit for the Cardinals comes to lead off the fourth inning. He was a big part of one of the many elimination games that have not gone the Braves' way here at Turner Field. One of the 8 in their franchise history that they have lost. Beltran did it to him as Houston Astro back in '04.
Almost single-handedly took care of that series.
Yeah, Beltran with 4 homers in that series and 9 RBIs as a 27-year-old. Bounced from the Mets to the Giants and now the Cardinals, his first year in St. Louis. And the first hit of the ball game for the Redbirds with Holiday coming up.
If you're a free agent to be and you get traded in the playoffs and have a postseason like that, that's the best time to have it.
That's why it's kind of a special time for Kyle Loesch if he's able to extend the season for the St. Louis team.
Well, the Giants were banking on that very fact last year with Beltran, but didn't work out that way. San Francisco missed out. Beltran's comeback had a huge season. Certainly a big first half that propelled a terrific season.
In his heyday, none better at still in second base.
Back to '04. Beltran, the one-man wrecking crew, not only against the Atlanta Braves, but also against the Cardinals. He had 4 home runs in that series as well. As Matt Holliday takes strike 1.
Both of these 3-hole hitters today, Holiday and Jason Hayward, are similar from opposite sides of the plate. They make it appear that you can pitch them away, but they actually like the ball out away from them.
A hot one backhanded by Chipper Jones, and a high throw into right field. Beltran on his way to third. Instead of a double play chance, perhaps, the Cardinals in business now as Chipper Jones throws it away. Now the Cardinals knocking at the door here, first and third, and Alan Craig coming up, their best clutch hitter this year.
Postseason can affect even 40-year-olds. Looked like he might have rushed that throw, Joe.
He might have had a little trouble getting it out of his glove and thereby rushed it.
Braves will play it back. They'll concede the run to turn 2 if Craig hits one on the ground, and he did roll one over to Simmons, the shortstop, his first time up.
Had various injuries earlier in the season, but once he came back, almost an RBI per game.
Led the National League in average with runners in scoring position, second in all of baseball. Impressive when you can go through the course of a season and hit 400, but it counts the most when you have a runner at least at second or third. A single and an error to start this fourth inning. And the 2-0 to Craig. Strike. Found that outside corner with Jeff Kellogg, the home plate umpire. Sort of known as an umpire with a tight strike zone. Umpires don't like when you say that, though. They just call strikes strikes and balls balls.
Right.
But that's the rumored reputation, Mr. Kellogg. Just reporting. Three and one.
It's interesting asking Mike Matheny, the manager, about Alan Craig and why he's such a good hitter with runners in scoring position or runners on base. He says he's patient. He doesn't mind hitting with 2 strikes. He'll go to right field. He'll take whatever the pitcher gives him.
Yeah, he said the moment doesn't change his approach, which is very key.
And that one's hit high and deep to left field. Back is Prado, and he can't get it. A one-hopper off the wall. Beltran will score. Holiday going to be held around third. And Alan Craig carries it over to the postseason. driving in a run for the Cardinals, and it's 2-1 Atlanta. And now Yadier Molina. Most managers in the National League say the Cardinals have the best lineup top to bottom, including Freddie Gonzalez. Tough to manage against.
One of the things you have to do against Molina in RBI situations, he loves to go the other way. Braves countering with Freeman way off the bag at first base, trying to plug that hole.
Second and third, nobody out. A run is in, and Molina trying to shoot one to right field, fouls it away. Well, last time Molina was at the plate, speaking of opposite field, looked like he was going to drive one out of the park, but a great catch from Jason Hayward, fighting the sun, the fence, and pulls one back. Molina had his best year with the long ball this year with 22 home runs.
A little different pitcher we see here in the fourth from Medlin. Early in the game, just pumping strikes in there. He's gotten behind some of the hitters now.
Making his first career postseason appearance, Chris Medlin. And Molina to the right side. Uglove will make the play for the out. Molina will drive in the run to tie this game at 2. An RBI ground out for Yadier Molina.
With the infield back too, it's kind of like just a runner at second, not necessarily at third trying to get the guy over. He did the same thing, and at the same time got the second base runner to third.
And now Craig at third base, bringing the infield end for Atlanta with one away, and David Freese at the plate. A strikeout victim in the second inning. Medlin has 4 Ks already. And he lifts this one high in the air. Bourne waiting under it. Craig's going to tag. Catch is made. Bourne's throw to the plate is high, and Craig scores, and the Cardinals have taken the lead, a 3-spot in the fourth. St. Louis produces a couple of runs with outs. Freese playing on a sore right ankle. Gives the Cardinals the lead in the fourth inning as Descalso takes strike 1. Bases empty, 2 away. Little jam shot into right, and Hayward will bring it in. Side retired, but the Cardinals score 3 runs. A costly error by Chipper Jones in the fourth opens the door for the Redbirds.